Ooh. Talofa Faithful. Give us a second. Where'd this thing say? We are still getting used to this new live that we are doing.
You need help, right? What do you need help with?
No, I was just no.
See, this is why I first made the shit.
Yes, yeah. Talofa Faithful, welcome back. It's Niner. It's the Niner Faithful Radio Week in Review show. It's back again on Fridays. We've got TJ and Jamie in the back. And then so far today we've got both Bebop and Kenny in the chat. Thank you for showing up. I know we've got some people watching us over on Instagram and Twitter. For those of you guys that are watching it over there, if you want, please show up over onto our Facebook page or on our YouTube. That way you can make an account and you can have all your comments being said and all seen and all that kind of stuff. But again, we got some intel from camp. TJ has been he's got tickets to all but one practice, I believe. And so, we've got some little inside information, I guess you can, or on the ground, boots on the ground kind of stuff that he's saying. So we'll talk to him about that and some of the other 49er stuff that has happened this week so far in training camp week 1. All right, we're going to now hit the actual show intro, and we will be right back. As soon as I can find it.
They are at the 44-yard line of the Chargers. Taylor out to the left side, and Ricky Waters to the right. And a play fake. Young goes deep middle. He's got Jerry Rice. Touchdown, 40-yard. First touchdown of the game. Comes after only a minute and 24 seconds. 44-yard touchdown pass to Rice. He sets another record.
You are now tuned in to NFR Weekly News Wrap, brought to you by Power Brand Systems.
All right, what's up, everybody? And again, welcome to the Niner Faithful Radio Week in Review show. TJ, how you doing, man? How's camp been for you?
Yeah. Thursday was day one. My days are getting real mixed up now. The attitude was very, back. We're back doing what we love to do, and. Rolly fingers. The fuck? Kenny, are you drunk already? What I said. Anyway, so it was very that today. It was just kind of more, business as usual. Brock did throw his first pick of camp. Jake Moody missed his first kick camp.
Let's not get too much into it. We got a whole section with that.
I got it. But one of the funniest things about camp is sometimes I'll purposely, because obviously everybody cheers, offense makes a great play, whatever. Like somebody makes a pick, like a dope pick, somebody will cop or whatever like that. But I almost like to make more noise when the defense makes a play, just because it's like y'all realize this is our defense, right? Like we kind of need them. Like, look, you and I, Jamie, as well, I'm pretty sure, we all put the onus of the overall Super Bowl loss on the offense. We did. But I will say this till the end of my grave. You get off the field on 4th down, in overtime, we're Super Bowl champions, baby. Right? We could all agree to that, right? We stopped them on 4-1, we would have been Super Bowl. So, anyway.
Well, shout out to Rob
Jamie,
over there.
can you
Rob
talk?
in the Bay showing up.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
What's cracking up? Oh, cool. So we can hear Jamie. Yeah, we can hear Jamie.
Just so you know, we are talking to Jamie from the great beyond.
Yes.
We
It's
No,
gonna
it's not-
ruin the
it's not-
format.
It's,
It's gonna ruin the format, so I'm gonna probably stay off screen. Or maybe we could switch when
Yeah.
we're talking. I don't know. We'll see.
yeah. Let
But
me
yeah, so like I said,
beg Jamie to
we,
be on the
we'll
podcast
set
today.
this up for the two.
So I didn't make. Yeah, it's basically my bad, girl. Add that to the list that I got to get done on Whitey's birthday.
Yeah. All right, so shall we just go ahead and get into it for this week?
Yeah, let's crack it. Jamie One Kenobi. I like that.
All right.
Jamie One Kenobi.
All right, so everybody, obviously this is week 1 of the training camp, and can anybody find the TJ in this picture?
Oh, I took that out, bro. I hell thought that was a mistake.
No, it's there. I put it back in. No.
I did. I found it.
I
Where
thought it
is
fit
it?
well. Quite. Well, you gotta find it. I'm gonna give everybody, the chance to see if they can find TJ in the picture.
Yeah.
No?
I did. I found it.
All right, everybody. TJ is right down here.
Yeah. I like that, bro. I like that. That was funny. It's like, bro, how the fuck did
TJ,
I?
your mic
I
and
went,
everything is going to shit.
not that I had
just
a-
so you know.
All right, hold on. We'll put Jamie on real quick, and then I'll see if I can get this. This.
All right. What's up, Jamie? How you doing?
Hey.
You are live. See you.
I'm
She
live
is-
now.
She is a real person, ladies and gentlemen. She is not a figment of your imagination.
Bear with us while we go through all the formatting and technical stuff. We'll get it figured out.
Yeah. All right. Then we also got Steve-O in the house. How's it, Steve-O?
Hello, guys. Good show up for a Friday
All right.
show.
So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and actually skip one real quick because without TJ here, we got to. That's one for him to speak on. So we do have a few injuries to talk about this week. The first injury, we've got Ricky Pearsall, who is out with an NFI non-football injury, or however, I think, non-football injury. Hurt himself away from the facility. Yeah, so it's nothing that's put you on the PUP list. But apparently it was only for this week, and it looks like he should be back next week for next week's.
That is what I'm gathering from the beat writers and from people who are at camp. Is he is doing a lot of side work on the sidelines, and he's getting up to almost full speed. It looks like
Man in the house.
and whatnot. So it looks like he's going to be probably coming back next week. That's what people are assuming. That's what it looks like. He was there this morning too, doing more work this morning.
Yeah, I think when I saw Dave Lombardi said he was running at about 85-ish.
Yeah, that's what people are reporting.
No,
so
it looked like
go for it.
it's going full. They definitely from yesterday. They definitely ramped it up. It was more physical. They were. I'm assuming it was the head trainers. That were working with them. I don't know exactly who these people are, but he was actually working on the field closest to us.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw his whole workout.
Nice.
They were getting physical. It basically looked like they were getting ready for practice.
All right, just so you guys know, with contracts and everything that's going on right now in the NFL, we got some breaking news from a few minutes ago. Obviously, this is not 49er related, but it will impact 49ers probably next offseason. Jordan Love and the Packers have agreed to a 4-year, $220 million contract extension. Love is now the highest paid quarterback in NFL history.
220?
225, you said?
Yeah, or 220, but I don't see any of the other details about it. So, I mean, granted, good for you. Doesn't affect the 49ers probably until next offseason when our boy Brock needs to get paid.
Yeah, that's going to be an
55 a
interesting
year.
contract situation.
So
That's 50. Look,
keep that in mind.
I know that we got the whole segment of intel at camp and all that and everything like that. But if camp is any indication of I'll analyze it this way. All the bullshit we heard about camp interceptions don't matter. this is where you're supposed to get your errors out, and all the excuses we made for Jimmy having his 4 or 5 pick, camps and all that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was a Jimmy problem because Brock does not look like,
No, everything I've said is that he looked damn good, and I like what Rob over here has got to say. What's love?
That
got
is
to do with
what
it?
everybody's been saying is he looks
what's
real
love got to
sharp,
do
and he's been looking real good all camp so far.
Got to do with it.
He looks
All right, so
yoked. I go like we saw it. We've kind of been joking about it. He looks significantly like holy shit. Like sometimes I forget who is that?
Yeah, I've heard like he says he only gains like 5 pounds. I'm like, motherfucker, you gain 5 pounds per limb.
Yeah,
Well, okay, so
that's
finish
more
up
than
the
5
injury
pounds,
list.
bro.
Obviously, we still have Drake Jackson,
Mhm.
who at this point I don't have much high hopes for. At this point, we've seen what he gets out of it. Even with his one game last year where he had 3 sacks against the Steelers, he didn't look great in it. I mean, let me rephrase it. He did look good, but he didn't earn any of those sacks. That was stuff that he should have done. We still have Talanoa Hufanga out there with an Achilles.
Mhm.
And then we still have also Dre Greenlaw out there with an Achilles. And then TJ had asked me when he was going live from camp today about Mooney Ward, if there was some issue with him being injured or anything like that, because he was not out there practicing. So I'm not sure about that. We'll let TJ speak on that here in a little bit when he talks about his camp stuff. I also just want to show up over here to Mr. Carcast, aka the Under the Helmet podcast. Thank you for showing up, my brother.
What's up?
All right, and so TJ, I know we jumped to this because you were doing your reset on everything, so I'm gonna back up on one, and I'm gonna let you speak on something here for a second.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, so I'll kick you off for a second, Jay. Rocking backstage, but for this I want to speak. So unexpectedly, I want to say it was Tuesday, shortly after we got off of air, I found out my homie Pac, or Angel, but everybody knew him as Pac, has unexpectedly passed. He was a 408 Empire member and 408 squad more recently, but just wanted to speak on him. And I know there is a certain next week. If you get a hold of anybody who knows Lisa, the 408 chapter president, Trey or Chuck, the 408 squad, I know they have stuff. I'm pretty sure Abel or Angela, the 408 Faithful's presidents, have probably stuff on their page. As soon as I see something on my page, there is a service
actually listed on there
have
that's got the
a
viewing.
potluck on Sunday. Okay.
If you look on there, it's got the information for a viewing, a final goodbye, and then the burial dates and times for him on there.
Cool. Awesome. So all that information is on there. I know there is the east side, I believe Story Road, behind the Planned Parenthood on Story Road. If so, $20 a plate. Unfortunately, that is literally wifey's birthday, so I will not be able to attend. But if you want to go out there and support his family, the fiance, he had the kids, you want to go out and support his family, that is ultimately the way to do it. GoFundMe and stuff like that set up. I just wanted to take a moment and just say that, definitely thank you, Miss Teresa. He was a good dude, bro. He was a chill dude. I remember many tailgates, chopping up with him, smoking a cigarette, banging this Niner gang. And always there every Sunday. Anytime you needed anything, he was the type of person to be there for you. And I guess I put it the best way on Facebook when I said, what else to say, bro? Rest in peace, rest in faithfulness, brother. And I know you'll be there in spirit with us this season and many more to come.
All right. So, going on from that, we did have a couple of transactions this week so far. Obviously, Trent Williams not showing up to camp, so he has been placed on the reserve. Did not show up to camp DNR list, and with that, we also had some room. So we have signed wide receiver Malik Turner, not to be confused with Malik, who I know we're going to get confused all season long. And from what I've heard, he actually
you don't know how many times.
What was that?
Record my daily training camp. You don't know how many times I've had to re-record daily training camp video just because I keep on screwing up on that. I keep on calling Malik Mustafa.
Apparently, from what I've heard, he saw like quite a bit of action for someone who basically, walked in off the street basically in his street clothes and went straight to work. So I mean, obviously he's been on the team for a while. He knows the team. Could he make the team? I don't know. I don't think so. I think if we really wanted him on the team, we definitely would have kept him over somebody, like drafting or not just drafting, but signing like a Tariq Owens, or bringing back someone like maybe like a Chris Conley or a Danny Gray or anything like that. So, but yeah, mostly I see this as a camp body up until the fact of Trent Williams is back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically. Or BA signs. It's BA? Mm-hmm. Yeah, BA is counting against the roster because
he's in. He's holding in, which apparently is a thing now across the NFL. Jordan Love was also holding in.
Yeah, well, it was to avoid fines. It's to avoid the fines.
Well, I guess with Trent Williams, with his, he
cannot.
Neck
issue.
Yeah. Well, he's saying he has a neck issue.
Yeah.
With Trent, apparently they cannot avoid the fines unless they take it off of his contract. Like we have to fine you $50,000 a day. So instead of they still have to fine him according to the NFL, the Players Association, but you can add that money into his contract, and therefore it's a wash.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about it's so like, yet again, not sure, and I'll get more into this in camp, but without Trent, we're in huge trouble, brother. Newsflash, yes, but yeah, it was real rough. So. Right. Especially as I've watched, other people, tape and everything. Rewatch my video from earlier, which you really can't see shit. But it's very. I'm a little concerned because they said, he's working with representatives. They've been at it for a while. It's done. I think we're all sitting here. It's pretty obvious, we need Trent Williams. The Niners have zero leverage in this situation. Yeah. Absolutely. So my concern with this is ultimately this is what we draft a tackle, right? This is for what, 2-3 years we've been saying draft a tackle. And B, if you've been at it for a while and it's obvious to everybody on the planet that Trent Williams is needed by the Niners this year, why isn't it done? This is the frustrating thing about why I hate it, that they don't have transparency in these type of situations, because what is it that's holding it up? Dave Lombardi took a guess. What's up, McNiner?
McNiner in the house.
Dave Lombardi took a pretty damn good guess that I'm willing to bet is pretty true when he said it's probably the Niners contract this year. The Niners are obviously going to try to spread those guarantees over multiple years. The Niners are probably try to get him commitment to play.
Yeah.
Hey, if we're going to push guaranteed money into 2025, your ass better come back.
Mm-hmm.
So, right, so that's my curiosity. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so we're going to move on. Quick recap. These are the people we lost. Thank you for your services. So these are all the guys that are gone from this year, or excuse me, from last year going into this year. Obviously, if you look on that, there's a lot of defensive linemen on there. So out of all of these guys, who do you guys think is the most we are going to miss?
Armstead.
I'm going to say either Armstead or Sam Darnold, because apparently, and take it at a grain of salt, whatever you want to say. I know you're going to disagree with this, Jason.
DJ, I'm about to kick you out of here saying Sam Darnold. I'm literally about to drop kick you from here.
Yeah, I know, brother. I know. But I'll put it to you this way: I'll take whatever I saw from Sam Darnold, 3 quarters against, or basically 3.5 quarters against the Yams last year, and what we saw Baltimore versus what I've seen at training camp, because we've all kind of said that Trent Williams is the key to this. The key to the season, because if Brock goes down, this team is royally fucked with a capital F, right? Because it is. I say Brandon Allen's look good. He's just look. Yeah.
I don't think I can have you in my house when you come over here.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, it's not look good. It's not look good from Brandon Allen or Josh Dobbs. So
give me some Tanner Mordecai.
Let's be real. He is. Hey, I'm for it, bro. I'm for it. At this point, the fuck we got to lose. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm all for it. Diamond
so
number 4 is my hero.
My pick right now for the person we're going to miss the most. Right now, I'm thinking it's going to be Deshaun Gibson. He was the rock that held that, to me, that back end of that defense together. So that's who I think. Mm-hmm. So, and as far as who we brought in so far, here's the guys we added through free agency. We saw on the offense, we got quarterback Josh Jacobs, tight end Logan Thomas, offensive line Chris Hubbard. And then we got a whole lot on defense. We got Leonard Floyd, Yatir Cross-Matos, Malik Collins, Jordan Elliott, Kevin Givens, Devondre Campbell's, Rock Ya-Sin, and Isaac Gado. The person I see with the most right now, besides the 2 defensive tackles, the person I'm looking forward to seeing the most, because it's Devondre Campbell, because I don't see Devondre Campbell being able to do the same amount of things that we had Big Play Dre do. Dre was just in coverage. He is literally probably number 2 to number 3 in the league if Fred is number 1. And to me, that is where the defense holds itself, is because we are able to use both of them in coverage very efficiently, very damn well good. And just Devondre Campbell with his age and everything like that, I just don't see him being able to do that. And to me, that seems like a weak point on the defense, just like in the Super Bowl when
after Dre went out.
After Dre went down, what do? They went right after that role. So I just that's the part that scares me right now. Other people on here that interest me, Joshua Dobbs. I'm a Joshua Dobbs fan. I
was too.
Watching everything that he went through last year, just like 19 teams started. I mean, hell, he played for the Vikings.
He was all over the place last year. He was moving, and I haven't seen too much, like, for the clips I've been able to see. I know that we're weak behind Purdy at quarterback, obviously. My thing is, I wonder if it's like a Shanahan thing where these guys really haven't. Well, Brian Allen was here, but like, Dobbs hasn't really been in this system for too long, has he? Because I don't think he's been with Kyle before this. I can't remember. So it'll definitely be interesting to see how, because he definitely has. He could be pretty solid, because like when we played against him in Arizona, he has some athleticism. He made some good plays. So like he can move the ball. So like, and throw the ball a little bit. So
Come
we'll
on,
have to
Kenny. He may
see.
not be great, but come on, you got to put some respect on that man's name.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. He's not gonna be crazy, but he'll be a good, solid like backup if we need him. Which hopefully, knock on wood, we don't. So.
All right, and then some of the obviously the more additions we have this year's draft class. Obviously, with me, the person I'm looking most forward to seeing is my Polynesian brother, Dominic Apuni, offensive lineman. I guess he saw some quite a bit of work today. Again, we'll let Jay talk on that. And then as far as the UFAs are concerned, the person I'm looking most forward to seeing is I want to see what we do with Drake Nugent. Maybe not necessarily this year, but he seems he's going to be the almost like an heir apparent at center because obviously Brendel has his issues and falls apart at times. And Drake Nugent just came off of playing at Michigan for, the national champions. Excuse me. So he's the guy I'm definitely looking most forward to seeing, but I don't think he will have the impact this year.
Yeah, no, for sure. Been hearing a lot of good stuff about Mufasa and how he's been playing. A lot of hype about him. So that's exciting. Not too much about Cowing. I've heard a little. Like I think
I've heard
he
he's been
muffled.
great.
Yeah, so I haven't seen too much.
I will say this: he's short. Like I remember looking at it the first Thursday, first day of practice. I was like, "Damn, he's short." But you know what? He's built for a short dude. Like I'm not gonna lie, he is thicker than I expected. More defined than I expected. He's just basically not as big, almost smaller Debo, if that makes sense.
He ain't no Manic Mustafa, though.
No, he ain't, bruh. Like, no homo, bruh, no homo. But, like, bruh, he looks even better in person. I was like, he did the rookie hype machine today, right? And you're seeing him, he's doing, it was a Cupid Shuffle was the song, right? The Cupid Shuffle, and towards the end, he starts going like this, flexing and everything like that. And everybody's just sitting there like, fuck. He's sitting there flexing, and it was just like, damn. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, y'all know I could get too overhyped, too overexcited. So that's why we made it quiet and calm today because I'm trying not to get too hot on this man because yeah.
Oh, thank you, Kenny. All right, and so we are going into what should be the most exciting part of the evening. We are going to T's Camp Observations, brought to you by QJ. All right, QJ, you've been to camp for the last 2 days. What have you seen? What do you like? What do you don't like?
Yeah, okay. So, first off, my first little notes, day one. Hold on, okay, this is day one. Day one. Okay, I want to say I misspoke. I thought Brandon Staley wasn't working specifically with the corners. Day one, I want to correct that because I did put that out on some things that I did. That is a misspeak. I thought it wasn't, but it ended up fucking kidding. So they were playing Diamador Lenore and Malik Mustafa at nickel. I'm sorry, linebacker. Like it was just like I almost thought I was tripping because I saw Malik and I'm like, all right, whatever. And then they went for this day one. They went out and then they had this like little like hybrid nickel linebacker role and everything like that. And I was like, what? Am I tripping? I was like, I was just like, I was tripping because I was like, is that linebacker? I was like, are they legitimately lining up at linebacker, or I just had a weird angle where I can't see the distance between the line, the quote unquote line, because it was all defense. To make it look like corner. Maybe he's just playing a couple steps more in than a nickel normally would or something. But now it was legitly linebacker. For some weird reason, I'll get to he's my not so good kind of category. Especially for today, a little bit later, a little injury update or what I
Okay.
think is an injury, because it's not like we're getting updates, at practice or whatever. So we see somebody like, I just happened to notice it was Yadam and Demo today at starters when they do their little warm up, and they're basically in their little individual period. I just noticed it was Demo and Yadam at corner, and I was really looking for Travarius Ward. Like, where the fuck is this man? He assumed it was a bet off. Just I feel like if he was injured, he wouldn't have put him. He'd be off getting an MRI or getting treatment or whatever. Nobody asked him. None of the press corps asked him, like, hey, you missed practice today. Everything all right? I did not. I know everybody's excited for a Huff report. Saw him jogging a little bit on a side field. Can I throw a 15 to knock cap off? It's going to take more than $50, but we can see if we can come up with a little bit of a wager. A lot of times they're on the opposite side of us.
I'll do it for a penny.
So for those, go fund yourself. So for those who've never been camped, there's two separate fields. Most of practice, the team's on the opposite field away from where they have the bleachers. Reason being is that all the club level and luxury box seat people are the only ones able to access VIP tickets to training camp. And they obviously want to treat the VIP. Although day one of practice, they had them practice towards the fans. So anyway, we got Ronnie Bell, Trent Taylor, and Jacob Cowing returning punts.
Not surprising.
If you put a gun to my head, yeah, not surprising. If you put a gun to my head, Ronnie Bell looks terrible. I've seen him drop at least two punts. Jacob Cowing, I'm not going to say looks the best or natural. He doesn't look shaky. He hasn't dropped a punt, So if you give him a little bit of time of development, put a gun to my head and said, hey, who first punt in the New Orleans game, who's out there? I say Trent Taylor. That's just
well, if everybody's as bad as they're saying it is, yes.
Yeah. Well, Trent has the experience of returning punts and stuff now, so it makes sense.
Yep.
So.
Okay, now it's time for me to hype up Malik Mustafa. He's officially, I'm calling it today, July 26th. By the way, happy birthday to my daughter's godmother, my mother-in-law, and my grandfather. To watch. I think we got something here, because our big question was his range. I had seen that video, the pick that he had day one, where the practice they didn't have tomorrow, but they didn't make tickets available for that, so I don't know what's going on with that. But apparently he was rarely rangy in that. Yesterday he made it would have been a nice pick. It would have been like, hey, that's a great play. But it was a breakup that honestly could have been a pick. I'm not going to say should have, but it could have been a pick. So everything that I've seen from him is I think they're going to start him week one unless he just, he's screaming, put me on the field. Today. But that's okay because he wasn't showing anything bad. He wasn't jumping off the play like, oh my God, he's making plays all over the field. But he wasn't blowing coverages or anything that was like, damn, who's that touchdown caught? Fucking Mustafa,
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. Fred Warner, I think he took last year personally. Because he's been a bat out of hell. He's definitely been. I mean, today he was. Look, I would say the offense won yesterday. The defense handily won today. I'm going to chalk that up and to the fact that Brenda was out. Who else was? Brenda was out. You got Trent out. I believe Burford was out as well for a vet. Maybe not. There was one other.
There's a lot of vets that weren't there today.
Yeah, there was a lot of vets today. I'm going to chalk it up to that. It was when they got into team period, it was hard to see like running the ball wise. But I would say that Fred Warner, and from what I've heard of other reports from Mayoko and everybody else, Yoris Gross Montos. That's actually another person I want to highlight right now. He's been getting some one reps. I think that he's going to be a Charles Menahue type of player this year. That it's like, you know what? Did it? For some reason you were underdeveloped over in where was it? Was it Carolina? Was he one we got from Carolina?
Carolina.
Let's be real. You're a garbage football team over Carolina. Come get over here. You're asked to be the man. We have a very specific goal for you on first and second down. And your job is very easy. Go that way. You feel me? That's all we need you to do.
Do it for a year or two and then get paid afterwards.
And then get paid after. I think I'm not going to say, the run game woes are over. I would love to see pads and ultimately preseason games. Or I'm not going to lie, I feel a little ripped off for the fact that as a season ticket holder, I would have been able to get tickets to that open practice, that we were going to have with New Orleans. If it was done here in Levi's, I feel a little gypped about that. But let's see. Jake Moody only missing one kick. I think Jake Moody's gotten better. I will say that he looks way more confident. The ball's not, coming out low. I mean, he's I missed his only miss because I all 3 field goals I saw him take this today. I saw him make. Apparently, he made 2. Missed 1, and then said, I want 1 more. They knocked him up to 51 yards, and he boomed it right between the uprights. So, call it rookie year jitters, whatever you want to, call it or anything like that, but I don't see any reason. Look, is he going to be Robbie Gould? No. But is he a serviceable kicker? Yeah, and ultimately, you know what Kyle would say? Don't kick fucking field goals, score touchdowns.
Right.
Let's see. That's pretty much Brandon State specifically working with Jarrell Luter Jr. and Bernardo Green. So I'm what that development is. And any other questions y'all have? Jair's pick was nice. I think Jair is going to have a nice year this year. It was I know we were asking who would be the safeties starters rolling into camp. It was Jair and Jordan, like we suspected.
Well, the one thing I will say.
One thing, Javonje Campbell did not participate in drills. He actually was more closer to Ricky Pearsall, who looked good. I couldn't tell a hamstring injury. So I would say this. If Ricky Pearsall is not in practice on Monday, it's time to be concerned. Something's not right if he's not rolling out to practice Monday. But that's definitely anything I saw from Javonje Campbell was anything particularly bad. But one of the issues and concerns you have about him is injuries. And here we are, day 3 of camp, and he's already not participating in team drills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my thing was like, it wasn't like the worst injury in the world. And if he was going 85 yesterday, and then today he was going, even more intense, like you said he was. To me, that's just him. Yeah, to me, that just seems like he was probably okay a day or two ago. But being that it's a hammy and that he's obviously a wide receiver, it's better. We've still got 3 weeks of camp left and everything. Excuse me. Why push it? Let's make sure this heals 100%. Let's not fuck with it, even if he's ready to go. And then yeah, we won't do shit on Saturday. Maybe do another day of testing it, like you said today. He went 100%. You know what I mean? Let's get him to do that again tomorrow for Saturday's practice, and then obviously shut him down on Saturday. Come back Monday, and then we'll see what we got. I think one thing that everybody's, we do this every camp. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about practice. Not only are we talking about practice, we're talking about practice with no hitting and no pads on.
No pads.
So
no pads.
The only pads they have are the guys wearing the ones on top of their helmets. So again,
which is everybody but Debo.
Really? Is that what it is?
Did you hear what Debo said today? Yeah, you hear what Debo said today? They asked him about it, and he said, "Oh, I'm supposed to. I'm just not doing it." I guess he's had a special helmet that can get here next week, and he said that will meet the requirements where he won't have to. But he was like, "Yeah, I'm supposed to. I'm just not doing it."
All right, I really want to see this. I want to see this helmet now.
Yeah, he said it's pretty much everything is the same. It's just a different figuration and on the inside of the helmet. That's what he said today in the presser. Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, that's good. Good to hear. I mean, like I said, don't take, start talking to me probably the end of next week. When's the first pad is what? Wednesday? I think it's
Monday, I
I
believe.
think so.
Monday.
Oh, Monday?
Monday, I believe pads will come on.
All right, then we will definitely talk to me.
They haven't made an announcement. That's just kind of everybody's educated guess. Will be Monday. We should hear some
the end
pads,
of the week
something.
next week, once they've been in pads for a week, then we can start making. So probably this show next week, once we get pads for the entire week, we could probably start making some more logical and educated assumptions for things. So look forward to that next week. TJ, you were going to be doing more of your updates from camp. So it's good to hear. And then we will do this segment again next week. So going on to the next part, we're going to do a little rumors. What if we got this? So it is being told that Kyle offered the hoodie, Mr. Bill Belichick, a job. Specifically, well, I think he said it was an open job, but specifically the defensive coordinator job, to Bill Belichick to come over here. And Bill said no. To me, respectfully, yeah, he didn't say no, I don't want to play for you, but I think Bill's been in the league for 90 years of his 91 years on this earth. So I think
Bill Belichick's reset stage of life and his person
He done.
I
He just
answer
wants to
to
kill.
is the person who owns them.
Well, also, I don't know if you guys know this, but Bill Belichick has a 24-year-old girlfriend.
Yeah.
So he and legitimately, she's 24, 25, something like that. So he's probably wants to do that for the first time in his life. Honestly, to me, more than anything else, we have all said countless times over and over that Kyle needs to get his ego in check, and that didn't make anything better.
Yeah, I was like, that didn't do shit back.
Much better. But a lot of things that Kyle's own ego and everything gets in the way of him with all that kind of stuff. I figured Travis was going to say something about that. Travis is one of my oldest buddies for gaming. We've gamed for what? Probably 25 plus years together. He's a Patriots fan. I hated hearing and talking to him for a while because all it was Patriots winning Super Bowls over and over. But yeah, so with that being said about Kyle, to me, just the simple fact that he has asked someone of the stature of Bill Belichick to be, hey, I need help. Help me. The fact that you could humble yourself to ask for that sort of a help from that type of a person, to me, shows a lot. Obviously, we'll see how this goes long term. But like I said, I love the fact that Kyle at least asked him.
Yeah, I mean, it makes it makes a lot of sense. He has a lot of knowledge. Like, it just makes sense, and I think that's kind of why Kyle ended up bringing in like Brandon Staley and stuff. He just wants more. He wants more. I feel like he's come to the realization is like he needs somebody to check him every once in a while, just to be like, hey,
Which
what are we
we
doing?
all thought Steve Wilkes was going to be that person, and
But
he
was
wasn't.
not.
No, he wasn't. Well, I like it because, like you said, we kind of, that's why I let JB pretty much speak on this one. You and I kind of discussed it on Tuesday, Jason. I think Kyle a lot of times is his own worst enemy. And I will never, I'll never forget this. I had a football coach who is a pretty well known coach. That coaches Pee Wee football here in San Jose, and known Bill Walsh, worked with Bill Walsh at Pop Warner and everything like that. And I was talking to him about Kyle, and he said, I want to say this is after the Super Bowl, after Super Bowl 54. And he said, in your mind, who's the greatest coach ever? I said, Bill Walsh. And he goes, did Bill Walsh have an OC? And he goes, yeah. He goes, so then who the hell is Kyle? Now, obviously, by that answer, you could tell he's not really a Kyle Shanahan believer. He thinks he's basically an offensive coordinator, who gets opportunities, because of his daddy or whatever. But, there's always going to be a critic. But I will say this. We'll see. We'll see. Because, it could have very well been like, well, of course I'm going to bring in Bill Belichick. Of course I respect Bill Belichick. He's Bill fucking Belichick. Who I think this. I've always wondered this is because, see, something to me wants to. A lot of people say Bill Belichick's the greatest coach ever, but I still think it's Bill Walsh because I look at Bill Belichick and I said Bill Walsh changed the way football was played. They basically still use Bill Walsh's plays to this day, and the man ain't coached in the NFL since '88, since the year I became a Niner fan. Nigga, since I was 2. Bill Walsh hasn't coached in the NFL since I was 2. I don't feel that Bill Walsh or Bill Belichick did anything that changed the game of football. And honestly, I think what Bill's got to him is people say the Bill Walsh tree. We've all heard about it and everything like that. What's happened with Bill Walsh's coaching tree? Bill Belichick's. Every coach that's been under Belichick has sucked as a head coach.
Yeah,
terrible.
Not only, I mean, they've done like historically bad. That I mean, they're not just a losing season. They're just like absolutely terrible.
Like Charlie Weiss had to literally go to college.
Yeah,
that's how bad it was. Like not even like go be a DC or go be a D-line coach or something like that. Like no, nigga, you got to go to college.
And then look at how the Raiders got rid of McDaniels.
Yeah,
they're just like go.
And to think he turned us down. Think about that, bro. He turned.
Dude, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. When it was between him and Shanahan for the job, I wanted him over Shanahan. No lie.
I wanted Shanahan.
No lie. I wanted McDaniels for that job and not Shanahan. I will not let him. And then after seeing everything, I'm like, whoo, fucking missed a bullet on that one.
We did.
Because wouldn't it have been such a Niner thing at that time to do to hire Josh McDaniels?
Yeah.
It would have been
It would have been the same thing we were doing during that time.
And it would have gone this like it just would have totally fit the narrative of where this franchise was at that time. Like, of course we choose. I pretty much was a go get Kyle. I was either Sean McVay or Kyle Shanahan. I was like, it's time to get back to our roots a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Personally.
All right, so I've got one more. I don't want anybody to think too much into this. This is just kind of that'd be interesting. This is in no way a political statement, if you will. Just something that could possibly happen. That it's possible that the next president of the United States could be an actual faithful. Again, I'm not going to get into policies or anything like that about it. I'm just saying we could have a faithful as the president. And I'm going to take that off the screen before it gets crazy. Because I know it's a hot button. I'm like, look, I just want to say, just to know that someone that roots for our team could be the president is pretty cool. That's all I'm going to say. And then everything else, we won't talk about it.
Yeah. We're gonna avoid that like the fucking plague. So look, I'll say this. Like, to me, if somebody puts a gun to your head and says, "Who's your football team?" and you say the Niners, I have a hard time not calling that person a fan.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I think that's fair. Like, if somebody puts a gun to your head and you're like, "Fuck it, bang bang, Niner game, nigga," it is what it like. For example, there's these dudes behind me that hold on. I had my girl. They don't give us rosters anymore. Back in the day, they used to give you printed rosters, right? They don't do that anymore. So I had my girl print out a roster. But there's somebody. Hold on, I have to look up his number. My mind's scrambled.
TJ, I don't know what you did your mic and your camera, but all of a sudden you were coming in really good.
Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe it was the background or something. I fucking don't know. Oh Jesus. Let me see. Okay, so Bryson Mays, right? These dudes, every time they saw McGlinchey, right? So what does that tell you, bro? They're not faithful. You know what I'm saying? You show up to the camp, you know what I'm saying, probably a couple times a year. You know, you watch the highlights on ESPN, you know. Yeah. Oh shit. I'll get all these compliments and everything like that. Like,
y'all look like a Minecraft
your boy blush. Y'all gonna make your boy blush.
It's crispy because he spent all that time in the sun the last couple of days.
No, we've been pretty shaded. I ain't gonna lie though. Hold on, give me a second. Your boy had to go buy a cooling towel, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It actually wasn't.
Nice.
It wasn't that hot today. Wasn't that hot today? But yeah, I had to go buy a cooling towel. And the thing that sucks the most, bro, is it's been so fucking hot in our room because we're so there's an apartment building next to us, and then obviously our apartment building, there's a gate, and then just like a little bit of almost like a driveway, so we get no airflow by our room, by our window, for the most part. So for example, most of the day it'll be fine, it'll be hot as fuck in the rest of the house, it'll be fine. But like the day before yesterday, it was like 82 degrees in our room at like 3:00 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks so hard. But so I will say this: is Kamala Harris a Niner fan? Yeah, I mean she is from Frisco. The homie Nate went to high school with her. But I guarantee you, bruh, you ask her who's our fifth linebacker and everything, she's gonna have no clue, bro.
Well, no offense, she's probably got bigger things to worry about. To be honest.
You know what? I literally remember
For real.
when I was talking about all this, right? And I said, and I remember because like everybody's acting like she's at fucking every tailgate and has a fucking Niner tattoo on the back of her head and shit like that.
No, I don't think she's that kind of fan.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hold on, bro, let's calm down. Like, and everybody's
I think
like,
she's more of a fan where I grew up in that area. That's the team from
definitely.
Where I'm
She's a Niner fan because she's from Frisco. If they would have been from, Bakersfield, she would not be a Niners. Or is she a Sharks fan? No, she's not a Sharks fan. Why? Because she didn't grow up in San Jose. Is she an A's fan? No, because she grew up in Frisco, not Oakland. But but that's literally what I said. And I said, look, I fully understand. She's got I wish that there was a day in our country where our vice president could have nothing better to do than to watch a football game. I pray for our country to be that well off that our vice president, potentially president, has nothing better to do than to turn on a football game on Sunday.
Shows up on our own podcast talking Niners. You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I look forward to that day.
Like, I would say this. So, she gets elected. We win the Super Bowl. I don't know if that's ever happened before in like history, just like in sports in general. Has the team the president rooted for ever actually been in office when that team showed up? I'm kind of curious if that I'm gonna have to look that up now.
I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question.
Didn't Chicago? I believe Chicago won the Stanley Cup when Obama was in. I don't know if he's necessarily a Blackhawks fan. Because I know they won this. I believe they won the Stanley Cup the year we went. We faced them in the Western Conference Finals. I want to say it was like 2010, 2011.
They won in
I remember that.
2010 and in 2012, 2013, 2016, 2017.
Yeah, so I bet you Obama, the diehardness of Obama. You know, black, like I bet you it was like Kamala, like, hey, let's be real, Obama's not from Chicago, but like,
yeah,
hey, I go for all Chicago teams, so I'm a Blackhawks fan, you know. But let's be real. I believe the team Obama really rise and dies with is the Bulls and the White Sox.
Yeah, I know the Bulls for sure.
Yeah, he's a basketball man. So I don't know that. I don't. Honestly, I've really never knew a president. I've never really knew a president that was that into sports.
George Bush was Jr.
Yeah, that's right. Well, he owned the Rangers.
Yeah, so I mean, he's really into sports.
Yeah,
I would assume George Bush Sr. is too. I know Obama was, obviously with the Blackhawks, or not with the Blackhawks, but with the Bulls.
Bulls and the White Sox.
See, I'm trying to think of anywhere. I mean, I don't know about anybody else. I know
Trump's been spotted at Yankees games.
He's also a Bills. Trump's a Bills fan. I know that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's tried to buy the Bills, and the NFL was like, "Fuck you, dude. We don't want you in our little gang."
Whew.
They basically said no because we don't like you. That's literally what they told him. Like, we don't want you.
Oh wow.
In our little group, like,
yeah,
no. So
I mean,
he had enough money to buy the team.
Well, yeah, of course. When you think about it, only 32 people on the planet can say they're majority stakeholders in the. Because let's be real, that it's not just Jed and his family.
Oh yeah.
Okay. It actually, after this offseason, Jed actually owns majority of the team. They did some things apparently.
Move some things around.
Move some things around where Jed's actually majority owner of the Niners. I don't know percentages wise. I know at one point Jed owned a quarter, his mom owned a quarter, and his dad owned a quarter. So I don't know how they moved it around. That was told to me by somebody who works with Jed. So I don't know how they moved it around, but they're more owners than just the DeBarlos. They're just not majority owners. They own like 4 shares or whatever. Like, they own 0.02.
It's like what the Packers
Same with Jay-Z. Jay-Z
actually doing
owns
something similar with fans where they gave fans like an opportunity to buy like a small share or something, like a share or something. I don't know. I remember hearing something. I don't know for sure, but I heard something about that.
I know the Whackers are a publicly owned team. Like, you could buy stock in the Whackers. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
If they're available, they don't.
Those are, you hold on to those for life. Those don't come available. But I'm just saying, at some point in time,
I'm on the list for that simply because if I can get a share of that, I'm giving it to the wife. And
I get it, bro. I get it.
That would get me pretty much whatever I want for life.
Yeah, I'm about to say, bro. That's literally like anniversary present for life. Like,
yeah, like what? I'm done. I'm done for the next 50 years.
Yeah.
I've never-
Hey, Bub, if you're listening, hit. But hey, look, back covers, Bubby. I'm telling you right now, if you're watching or you're listening, if you can get me any type of ownership of the Niners, that will cover Christmas, birthdays, anniversaries.
Yeah.
Hell, I might let you skip some blowjob Sundays or something. I don't know. Fuck, get ownership. That's all that. So I don't know, but I know that Jed's officially. I mean, it would be cool. Let's, like I said earlier, and then I gotta go because I promised wifey I do some. I got a honey to-do list. But I'm not gonna say she's not a Niner fan. I'm not gonna say that she wins the election. She goes into office in January. It would be the Niners. That it would be her. We visit the White House. It would be the Niners. It would be her as president if she won. That the Niners would see. And I would imagine that would be a cool, if not emotional moment. Like, hey, my childhood, my hometown team. I'm first female. I'm first black and first black female and first female president. And the year I get into office, my hometown team wins the Super Bowl for the first time in 30 years. That's still, every time I look at you, Jamie, it just really trips me out because I'm just like, bro, that's your whole fucking life. Like that just always sticks in my head. I remember last year, day after the Super Bowl, I was outside having a cigarette, and our neighbors that live upstairs in the next apartment building over, I saw their daughter and their son, one of their sons, walk out, and their daughter had like a Niner hoodie on, and the son had like a Niner shirt or anything. And no, I saw the daughter talk shit the night before. She's like, "Why did we fucking lose?" And she was fucking. And then the little boy, he comes out, he has his Niner gear and everything like that. And I remember looking at him, and I'm like, "Damn, bro, I was about his age the last time we won a Super Bowl." You know what I'm saying? And just when I was so I keep all my shakers and all my bottles and everything underneath my little nightstand that I have next to the bed. So I went and I bent over to try to get the Hennessy and everything to make my drink. And I kind of had a little, first time I was like, this is a little difficult and everything like that. I'm like, damn, I was this little motherfucker's age or around his age and everything. And now I'm a fucking grown man having, bending over problems. That's what she said. We didn't do that. What were you drinking on, Jason? I don't know if while I was gone, you and Jamie did that.
Nothing right now because your boy is still poor from not working for like 3 months. And so I still haven't been paid because I only get paid once a month now. So yeah, and so we're not like our finances aren't used to it yet. So we are
You're adjusting.
Yeah, we're trying to adjust, and we are like super broke right now. But I'm like, so like we're going through like 3 of the wife's paychecks to like my one. So we've got to make it to the 10th, and it's like, but then on the 10th we get like 2 paydays. I'm like, just gotta make it to the 10th. Just make it to the 10th. So I ain't got nothing right now.
The most embarrassing thing this today was when I went to buy this towel, right? I literally had to do hold on, let me try this card. Hold on, let me try this card. Let me try this card. And like literally, actually, I didn't know this, but I literally couldn't have afforded it. It just so happened that the last card I used was my debit card, and it went through and overdrafted my account. So literally,
my credit cards are way out past maxed.
So, yeah, brother. Oh my God, it's actually getting. Like I said, I got that one for the Shadowla trip to get the tickets to get everything I need. I'm trying to delay pretty quick, or kind of delay having to pay on that one even. But it's. I totally understand you, bro. Look, if I'm being real, if it wasn't for Bubby, I wouldn't be coming out there.
Fair. If it wasn't for the wife, I might not now.
What's up?
I said if it wasn't for her doing, her paycheck's keeping us going, man. Like I said, and there would be nothing going on here.
I get you. All right, I'll see you Tuesday, bro.
All All right, so Tuesday we got you, and then you're still going to camp on Saturday and Monday, right? So we got you. We'll have you. Do those.
No, I got. There's no practice tomorrow. No practice Sunday. No, there's practice, but they're not making it available to fans.
Oh, okay. I was thinking.
Okay.
So I'll be back Monday. We'll do. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on. Like,
It's wild, dude. I'm not
it's
gonna
so
lie.
fucking irritating, bro. Like, you don't even know. And I like literally, like moments before I came on, that's what I was doing. I was restarting the restarting the Wi-Fi. I literally restarted the Wi-Fi, restarted the computer, everything. So
It is.
I'll be there Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday will be the next block. We'll figure out if we're doing. I might not be able to do live from Levi's on Tuesday. I gotta figure something out, but I'll let you know, bro.
All right, TJ. Well, we'll definitely hear from you on Monday, and then definitely on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
What about you, Jamie? What you got going on over the weekend?
Over the weekend, I have work tomorrow, but if any news pops up tomorrow, I'll do the short little clips that I've been doing. Just so you guys know, I don't know if any of you have been popping up, but been doing short little recaps. So if you guys don't have time to listen to a whole hour or 45-minute discussion, I just rapid fire through any of the big news that's happened. So I'll be keeping an eye on that. So if you don't see anything, that means nothing happened that we haven't already talked about. And so we're going to be doing with that. One good thing is I do have 2 job interviews lined up in a couple weeks. So crossing my fingers for that. Get me on a better schedule and all of that jazz.
Well, good luck on that.
I know. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. And whatnot. And yeah, just getting ready for the season to happen. Yeah, training camp's been fun so far. Not too much has happened. Pretty standard. So, Yeah.
All right. I've got work tomorrow. Then I'm going to go. It's one of my best friend's 40th birthday party. We've got a unicorn birthday party we're going to go do after work. Sunday, we're going to go check out Deadpool. I have been trying to avoid spoilers left and right. Like I am Neo in the fucking Matrix right now. I'm like, I can barely open up Facebook and Twitter.
So I saw something and I'm kind of mad because I haven't really been seeing too much, and I saw something and now I'm kind of mad because now I'm a little bit spoiled because I'm probably not going to see it till next week, more than likely, because I don't get my next paycheck till next week. And so, yeah, I'm a little irritated. Huh? I won't say anything. I won't say what it is, but I be careful if you go, especially with this movie. I feel like it's very easy. Like there's going to be spoilers around, so just be careful if you go online because it's going to be.
Oh yeah, I've been really careful with trying not to go to certain spots where I know it. So yeah, definitely that. And then we'll also see you if we have any news for tomorrow and Monday with stuff. Other than that, everybody who has showed up, we thank you very much. Yeah. Again, Jamie will have the news if anything breaks on the weekend, and then TJ
waiting for the BA deal and the Trent Williams thing to be finalized, please.
And then definitely me and TJ will be back on our usual Tuesday. With that, everybody, Fa'ifitai, Tele Lava, one love. Y'all have a good night, good weekend. Peace.
Peace, guys. Bye.